everyone, Matt Reichel here, owner of Boreas Campers. We are on site in Colorado and we're going to do a walkthrough on the EOS-12. The EOS-12 is our off-road, off-grid camper and sleeps up to 4 people. One of the great things about this camper is that it is a 4-season unit. So you're able to use this year-round, whether you're going mountain biking in the summer or going skiing in the winter. So all of the water tanks are gray and your fresh are both heated and ducted, so you're not going to be freezing up lines. A couple quick specs on the EOS-12. It is 20 feet long, tongue to tail, with a 12.5-foot box. It has 20 inches of ground clearance. It weighs 3,750 pounds, which is about 1,000 pounds lighter than our nearest competitor, and that's due to our composite construction. You're 86 inches wide and just over 8 foot tall in the shut position. One of the most important things behind an off-road camper is its chassis. Our chassis are designed in-house and built in-house with laser cut steel, 4x2 and 3x2 tube. That is paired with the Cruisemaster XT Air suspension and DO35 hitch. Cruisemaster is based out of Australia and has been manufacturing and testing off-road suspension for over 40 years. The XT independent trailing arm suspension utilizes airbags and shocks for an exceptionally smooth towing experience. The setup includes electric brakes, parking brake, and has a GVWR of 5,200 pounds. The airbags are connected via Bluetooth to the Garmin O.N.E system. This comes standard on the EOS-12 and allows one to auto level, raise, lower the suspension at a touch of the button. The onboard air compressor and 5-gallon air tank is mounted to the underside of the frame and protected with a skid plate. The camper rolls on VFG KO2 tires and method wheels, connecting you, the camper, to the trail. We've been able to build this camper so that it can go down just about any trail. We've got a 50-gallon water tank that's centered on the axle line, so that doesn't affect your tongue weight whether you're empty or dry. You can see up front here on the tongue, the front rail drops down. So that allows for level towing with your vehicle, but it also improves approach and departure angle when off-roading. All right, well, let's jump into all the details behind this camper. So like I said, DO35 hitch with the parking brake up front. All the campers come with a 2-inch receiver here, and you're able to mount the single 1-up bike rack here. Behind that, you have a full-size spare tire. Every camper comes standard with a 20-pound propane tank. It's also expandable so that you do have 2. Behind that is your toolbox here, and this is all storage. So you can fill this up with camp chairs, firewood. You also have the option to put bike racks or a luggage rack on top of the toolbox. All right, so we're gonna move down the passenger side of the camper and get into the kitchen. Up front here, under your queen-size bed inside, is our refrigerator. This is the Truma 105. You can also option out the Truma 96 dual zone, so that's a freezer or a fridge. This is just the fridge version, but plenty of space for all your food and drinks and snacks. What's really cool about this too is when you roll it in and you're sitting at the dining room table, you can pull up the bed and access this fridge from the inside without having to go out. Behind that fridge also is additional bulk storage, so camp chairs, tables, whatever you need to throw in there. Behind that is a drop-down table. I always need counter space when you're camping. You have 2 speakers here, and this is set up on a dual zone so that you can have music inside and outside. Porch lights overhead for the late night cooking. Below this camp table, you do have 110 power along with 12 volt. Moving to the rear of the camper here, you have your stainless steel pull-out kitchen. So this is our sink and stove system. So 3-burner Furrion propane stove here with splash guard and wind guard. Behind that is your sink, so that has hot and cold water, and you're feeding off of 50 gallons of fresh water. Right above that is the pantry. So a really cool feature here is that it's a pass-through, so you can access it from both outside and inside. This is where we keep our bowls and plates, chips, quick access, things like that. And then below the sink, you also have another pull-out drawer here, so this is silverware, bottle openers, little knickknacks like that. Above the kitchen, you do have your 23-0 270-degree awning. So this folds open, reaches through the front of the camper, and also wraps around to cover the access door to the camper. So you have full coverage no matter whether it's sunny, rainy, whatever you need, you're protected for your cooking. What's great about the kitchen on the EOS-12 is everything is right here, quick access, and you have this dog leg, professional level kitchen anywhere you want to tow it. All right, coming around to the rear of the EOS-12, you have your access door. This has the Arctic turn door in it, acrylic window, which is a pretty slick system. So you have your main door here, but then you also have a screen door with the stainless steel screen and lock. Coming over to the left-hand side here, you have the access to the cassette toilet, or you can also option out a dry flush. So no black water on this camper at all. Below that, you have a recovery point on each side of the camper. So if you're really getting into it and you need to get towed out, these will be able to handle it. On each side of the camper, you have your brake and running lights. These also have built-in reverse lights for those late night camp arrivals. Above that, you have your third running light, and you also have a porch light off the back. Coming around to the driver's side of the EOS-12, here you have another porch light. Below that is your hookup for the shower. So you can have a hot shower outside. You also have the option to install a shower room enclosure. So if you're still looking for some outdoor privacy, you can drop that down. In front of that, you have your Truma Combi exhaust duct here. So that is your furnace, and it's also your hot water. Right above that is the water fill. So this feeds your 50 gallons of fresh water. That is paired with 40 gallons of gray water. In front of that is your appliance room. So this is where the Truma Combi is housed. This is also where your battery and the Garmin system all run off of. It's really the brains of the camper behind this door. In front of that, you have your 30 amp shore power plug-in right here. And below that, it's pre-wired for a Zamp portable panel. The EOS-12 comes standard with 540 amp hours of lithium, paired with 300 watts of solar on the roof. You can upgrade that to 500 watts of solar and up to 1,080 amp hours of lithium. We're using the Battle-Born Game Changers in the 2023 EOS. Okay, so we are going to run through the features on the interior cabin of the EOS-12 here. So I'm sitting at the dining room table. So seating here and across from me, and a little extra room here. So easily 4+ when you need to eat inside on that rainy day. As you enter the cabin from the rear, on your left-hand side is the wet bath. Inside the wet bath, you have your cassette toilet or optional dry flush toilet. It comes with a light, a fan, and also a screen on the outside. And you have an adjustable wand for your hot or cold shower. On the right-hand side is your pantry, so that is a pass-through. You have access it from interior and exterior, and that is also where your Garmin tablet charge station is located. As we've mentioned, the EOS-12 is a 4-season camper, so heated tanks, ducted lines, but it also comes with our fully insulated panel system. With the roof up, you do have 6 foot 6 inches of standing height, so it gives plenty of room to maneuver through the cabin. Where I'm sitting at the dining room table, this bench behind me folds down flat, and that creates sleeping for 2 more adults. It folds into just about a double-sized bed. We have this positioned in a north-south sleeping arrangement. So what it does, allows a path from the queen-size bed all the way through the camper without having to crawl over everybody. So if you're needing to get out of the camper or to the bathroom in the middle of the night, you're not all lined up like a bunch of sardines. Up front here, you have your permanent queen-size bed. We always like that permanent setup so you're not having to set up your bed every night. So this is in your east-west position. And above that, you have your overhead hatch. Some great stargazing there. That also has a built-in shade and screen, and lights on the perimeter of it as well. Another really cool feature is this bed will pop up, and this gives you access to some storage on the left-hand side, and then it also gives you access to the Truma fridge. So when you're in here having dinner, you don't need to go outside to get the fridge. You can open it right here, grab snacks and drinks without ever leaving the dining room table. So with the queen bed up front here and the fold down double bed here at the bench seat, you're able to sleep 4 adults very comfortably. On each side of your bed area here, we do have the Arctic turn windows. So these are an acrylic system which provide the best thermal performance that you can get. And another great feature is that they have built-in screens and shades. So you can go with the full blackout, or you can go with the bug screen, or you can go half and half. Additionally, they also pop open, so getting some great airflow through this camper. As I mentioned earlier, we have our Garmin O.N.E system mounted here. It is on a magnetic dock, so it stays secure no matter what type of trail you're on. And again, this is going to operate anything in the camper. So if we're wanting to turn on our exterior lights in the middle of the night to see what's going bump out there, check our water tank levels, or adjust our lighting, we're able to do all that right from the touch of this pad or from the app on your phone. Within easy access of the dining room table, you have your power systems. So whether it's 12-volt charging or 110, that is all within reach here. We also have access for 12-volt charging right at the bed area. Underneath both benches here on each side of the dining room table, you do have full storage under here. So whether you're throwing in your duffel bags or bike gear or hiking gear, you have quick, easy access right here. As I mentioned, with the roof popped, you have 6 foot 6 inches of standing room, but we also designed this camper to be functional with that roof closed. So you're able to still sleep in the bed area or eat at the dining room table in the closed position. So this can help if you're out in that Arctic storm chasing powder on a ski trip, or you're going to a campground in Yellowstone that doesn't allow for soft sides because of bear country. You're still able to have that access and functionality in the closed position. Lots of great things going on in here, lots of functionality. A couple of my favorite things is that quick access to the fridge right from the dining room table, and then of course being able to operate the whole camper off of the tablet or the app on your phone with the Garmin O.N.E system. All right, everyone, so that is a wrap on the walkthrough for the EOS-12. If you've got any questions, make sure to reach out. We are super excited to bring this product to the market, and we hope to see you guys out on the trail.